BBQ Sessions with our man Pauly for round 6.
Welcome, fantasy fans.
Welcome, fantasy fans. How you going, Pauly? How's lockdown treating you?
Yeah, not too bad. Look, this is the first week that has actually felt like I was in lockdown because school holidays, you know. But, yep, getting back into everything next term, so woohoo.
Oh, sounds like a hoot, mate. You are having a party, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So we've got a different kind of barbecue sessions coming to you tonight.
Yeah, I believe we're using gas and not coal.
Yes, and it's working a treat for us so far, isn't it?
Yeah, well, look, I found that natural gas is much slower to cook with, and then the coals, just, you can't go wrong with coals. Well, you can burn the shit. But, you know, gas is just easier. It's steady. Anyway, we digress.
I will vouch for coals. Great cooking. And is lovely, especially when you've helped somebody move house. On point. Right. So, what the actual difference is, aside from cooking with gas instead of coals, or the other way around, we're going to bring you the rundown from round 6. We're going to have a look at the Dominado Cup 2020 NRL shutdown ladder. And then we're going to go to round 7 and we're going to sim game by game. I'm sick of my shitty voice on the broadcast. And I really just am struggling to find the time to be able to bring every game. So we figure we're going to sim every game on BBQ Sessions for the next round. Until the finals. We will play the finals games and broadcast them. So all you loser teams out there, suck shit, you've watched the last time your team has played.
So Eagles. Wow, hacked yourself right up, haven't you?
Oh, haven't I just, and especially coming off a 1-0 loss to Freckled Phoenix. But we will get back to that one. We did start round 6 at Campbelltown Stadium, and Tiger Power pick up the first win of the season with a 12-6 win over Lord Farquhar.
And I'd like to say it was, you know, good timing, but let's be honest, it was just the fact that they couldn't keep losing. Something had to give eventually, and yeah, there we go. No team on a duck egg anymore.
No team indeed. And I'll tell you what, Stewie was not shy in coming after Lord Farquhar, pointing out just how shit they must be to not be able to beat them. Biggins Eagles have beaten Tiger Power this year, so yeah. Terrible by Lord Farquhar, but what can you do? And I'm pretty sure that was a buzzer beater try to win the game too. Can't remember exactly, but I'm sure it was something.
Yeah, definitely something.
We move on to ANZ Stadium and the young Mamba out up against the Farrabarras, current carryover champions, and the Farrabarras didn't look troubled by Mamba out at all, winning 18-0. Genuinely. And,
I think in this game, as much as it pains me to say it, yeah, I've done it. Payne Haas's try. Holy shit.
Yeah.
How good was that?
Yes, he's easily the try of the season, probably only second to the Corey Thompson try. But yes, indeed.
Eat a dick. You and Cole can share it, alright? Start at one end, he starts at the other, and just meet up in the middle.
Oh, right? Love it, honestly. We move on to the Sydney Cricket Ground, and we saw the Muffin Stuffers versus the other undefeated team, the Chester Road Railers. The Muffin Stuffers took it to them in this game, only losing 6-0.
Yeah, I think the problem in this one is like we've all heard Chester Road Railers. They've had their finger in a lot of pies, and they rocked up to the Sydney Cricket Ground forgetting what sport they were playing. So they didn't have the right equipment. They were literally prepared for a game of cricket. Only sent 2 people out on the field at first. Thought, oh shit, hang on, we're meant to be fielding. Then sent 11. Everyone was in white. It was weird. And then, yeah, Muffin Stuffers still struggled. I believe Chester Road Railers scored when they only had 2 players on the field. So Wow, muffin stuffers, just good effort, but come on, got to be better.
Well, look, you know what? Possibly, but at the same time, really took it to the railers. There was a point I was worried about them.
They were playing 11 men.
Well, still.
In white.
Still. But fuck you, Ryan, still, just in case you missed any of that. Moving on to the next game, the start of a triple header at UOW Jubilee Oval. Aussie Tugboat versus Cabbage, and the Tugboat come away with a 2-point win.
Yeah. Like, Cabbage cannot buy a victory.
Honestly, the most hard done by team in the comp. Seriously. Yeah.
Just change that team name to Got Rob.
I do not know what you've done to that massive Sri Lankan referee, but Cabbage, you might need to drop to your knees and cop a massive Sri Lankan referee's dick, because you need to turn your luck around, buddy. Otherwise, you could be languishing with all us other teams who are not going to watch our team play for the rest of the season.
Look, on the upside for Cabbage, though, the teams below him, Eagles, Tiger Power, Farquad and Gronks, yeah, I think he's safe in the 8.
Only just. Speaking of, what a soccer score. Preckled Phoenix 1, defeating the Biggins Eagles 0.
And there we go. Preckled Phoenix is just showing you don't have to score tries to win a game. We had the Railers going out there to try and play some cricket, realising, shit, it's a rugby league match. Preckled Phoenix thought, you know what, we're going to treat this like a soccer match. We only need 1 point, and that's going to be enough. I think it was Jerome Hughes, slots it nicely. Thank you very much. And helping him shed some demons after the last time he kicked a field goal didn't end so well for the team. So, feather in his cap today. Yes
indeed. Anyway, that's enough about that game. Like, we just played shit.
While we're here, we need to ask some serious questions. What hurt more? Losing 1-0 to Preckled Phoenix? Was it 24-0 from Railers on you? Or was it 24-6? Or 18? I don't know. I know you got flogged by someone. Was it Railers that flogged you?
No, it was Muffin Stuffers. You prick.
So which one hurt more?
I will take
1 point or the 24?
I would take a 24-point drubbing any day of the week to not lose 1-0 to Preckled Phoenix.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're shit. There's nothing more to it. We just had nothing. Except we did defend well. To be fair, I think we held you up 4 times, didn't we?
To not be able to beat a team that only scored 1 point.
No, to be fair, good point. So we move straight on.
Win by 1 or win by 100. A win's a win.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, okay. UOW, Jubilee Oval, the third game of the triple header.
Like, you know, the first team to lose a match without scoring a point, but only conceding 1.
Yep.
It's the smallest losing margin without scoring anything yourself. So, mate, congratulations. Eagles are in the history books.
Mate, can I point out that you're third on the ladder and you couldn't muster more than 1 point against me? Like, at least...
You had 80% possession in the first half.
Okay, but I finished with 45% possession. So, quite frankly, I'm just having a look. No, I didn't win any other stat there. But look, you won 1-0.
I know you didn't even win the missed tackle count.
No, I didn't. So, you won 1-0. Congratulations. I'm glad you're in third. But you know what? I might be 1-0. Another team... No, I lost to the Gronks. Funny enough, there's only other... Oh, no, I'm the only team that's ever lost to the Gronks. Awesome, because Benji Brilliance didn't. They won 12-6 at UOW Jubilee Oval.
So, let's just go through this. All the teams with 1 win. Lord Farquaad, who was that 1 win against? Was that against the Eagles?
No, we beat them by 6. Who else did Lord Farquaad? Like, I can jump. They smashed the Gronks 12-4. And I'll have you know that Tiger Power beat Lord Farquaad too for their one win that they've got.
Okay.
But considering we're talking about teams with only one win, that shows just how exciting this game was. And unfortunately to Frankie, although Valentine Holmes...
season.
It has, isn't it?
Coming from the NFL, they've turned around and primed up the whole team for the NFL calendar year. Unfortunately for them, Super Bowl's done with in February, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that explains their season so far.
Right, yeah, and you're talking about Pauly?
No.
Nathan Merritt in the Souths?
Yes, actually.
We talked about it before coming on air?
We did, but I thought we were going to have a look at the stats, and that was going to be our segue. Probably not.
So anyway, so we look at the ladder, and we've got Farah Barrows. You're 100% right, I fucked up. So we got Farah Barrows on top of the ladder, along with Chester Road Railers.
This is why you shouldn't drink and commentate, kids.
100%. No losses, they're both undefeated, followed by Preckled Venus. But you're there with Aussie Tugboat and Benji Brilliance with 4 wins. Then we've got...
Wait, so I'm sharing third, am I? Gee.
Well, on a technicality you are,
Yeah,
but
like
for
just
4 and
four
against...
Can we see the
them sorted.
extended ladder? I just want to see, is it 1 point? If I have got third position by 1 differential point, I will dead set come in my pants.
No, you've got it by 10, dickhead.
Well.
But Benji Brilliant sitting nicely in 5th with a -4 differential.
How shit's that? How can you be that high up the ladder and have negative differential? You got Mumba out and below him +12.
Yeah, I mean, they're winning the games that they need to, I suppose. Unlike Mumba out, who capitulated under the pressure against the Farabarras.
Did they what?
They sit in 6th with the Muffin Stuffers, Cabbage and Eagles, all with 2 wins each. And Shithouse for and against, so look at that. -32. How good's the Biggins Eagles attack?
No,
It's not. No. In fact, the Gronks are the only team worse than them in attack.
And that's by 1 point.
The second worst team ahead of them in defence. So, yeah, awesome. Then we've got our Tiger Power, Lord Farquaad and the Gronks all with 1 win each.
Do you know you would have had the same defensive points as Muffin Stuffers if you hadn't have conceded that field goal?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's a shame I haven't scored 11 more points because that would have got me up and over the Preckled Venus, but unfortunately I didn't. And we languished down there in 9th. So here's hoping that the Sims work for us. Having a look at the players' stats. All right, here's a certain... Oh, hold on. This reminds me of another team, Pauly. The Gronks and Valentine Holmes leading the try-scoring ladder.
I haven't seen the team coming last with a leading try scorer since Nathan Merritt and South Sydney in was it the early 2000s, maybe?
Mate, I think it was actually, yes.
It was early in Dominato Cup years, that's for sure, because Nathan Merritt was one of the first loyals for Preckled Venus.
Oh, right, there you go.
There you go.
Bit of history for you all.
Just a little bit of history as well. When we introduced the loyals, we had a little rule that if you signed your loyal for less than 10 grand than what they were meant to be, then for every 10 grand short, you had to forfeit a week. Nathan Merritt signed for 9 grand short of where he should have been.
Oh, is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I've been reading the book since way back.
Oh, okay. That and that is why you shouldn't drink and commentate, kids.
Yeah, leave uncomfortable silences.
Yeah. Alright. So Valentine Holmes, Tedesco and Luke Brooks leading the try scoring this year. Look at that. Valentine Holmes is a good 224 more metres run than any other player.
Good amount less too. Like Tedesco's had 75 runs.
Yeah.
He's 800, and Val Holmes 67. That's some impressive stats. You know, we've given Val Holmes a bit of crap about he's not performing anymore. He had one good game, but you look at those stats. It's like he's a shining light in a shithouse team.
Well, it'd be more impressive if he could actually get his team across the line.
Well, he's gotten his team across the line 5 times, but it just hasn't been enough to win the game.
Alright, yeah, touche. I can't argue with that. Alright, well, all the other stats are pretty boring. Let's have a look at the losers. Who's the biggest error maker? Scott Drinkwater from Aussie Tugboat. And look at these two losers underneath him. Granted, one of them kicked a field goal, but Nathan Brown and Jerome Hughes from Preckled Phoenix, error-ridden.
But have a look at how many runs Jerome Hughes has had.
So hold the ball, mate.
Runs. Yeah, that's if you're running the ball 109 times and you have 5 errors, that's not a bad percentage, really.
Hold the ball, mate. He's not making any meters, so we'd want to be holding the ball.
There might be a couple of kick-outs on the full there as well. You know what didn't count as an error? He's winning field goal against against Biggins Eagles. Nathan Brown, though, that's surprising.
Seriously?
5 errors from...
It's not hard.
I think I'm a little bit more surprised by his kick meters. What's Nathan Brown doing taking 4 kicks? 186 metres off the boot.
Look, Corey Horsburgh, he's got 114 metres in kicks. He's picked up a few tries along the way too. He's got 3.
And who's kicked the most field goals in this competition?
You know what? You know who it is. Look who's under him. The player that didn't kick a field goal against us on the weekend. Hence we lost 1-0. But yes, Jerome Hughes. How'd his first field goal work out for him? Just out of curiosity, Pauly?
It was great. It was sweet off the boot. It was perfectly timed. I'm probably going to make many highlight reels to come.
Oh, yeah? And what about nightmares, mate?
So... yeah? Sorry, mate. Have you got that new headset yet? Because I think you're breaking up. Keep cutting in and out.
Oh, don't worry. It's coming next week. Anyway, let's move on to round 7. Let's get this simming started and get it sorted. We've got game 1, Mamba out versus Tiger Power, McDonald Jones Stadium. Have a crack. Who's winning this one, Paulie?
Mamba out.
Mamba out.
24-16.
24-16. Mamba out. I'm going to go Mamba out on this one too. And here we go. 14-4 Mamba out win.
I was close.
Very close.
I did have a 4.
Yeah, no, you were nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Muffin the battle of the Bradshaw brothers, the Gold Coast Titans versus the North Queensland Cowboys. Yes, Muffin Stuffers, you're the Gold Coast Titans because fuck you. So, ANZ Stadium, Muffin Stuffers, Lord Farquhar, Pauly.
Big Brother wins.
Big Brother wins. Have a crack at the margin.
8-point margin.
8-point margin. Here we go. Lord Farquhar won by 10 points.
Fuck.
Wow.
So close.
That is a boot in the balls to Muffin Stuffers.
Told you. 8.
Yeah, 18-8. Look at that. So, Aussie Tugboat. Aussie Tugboat, he says. What, by 6?
1,000.
Can they give them their first loss Here we go, boys. Aussie Tugboat versus Farrabarras.
Come on.
Farrabarras won by 12 points, 14-2.
it.
Actually, we'll just have a quick look. Mumba out versus Tiger Power, 14-4. Man of the match, Andrew McCulloch.
Well,
All right, cool.
Thank you, Mr. Hooker. Maybe he hasn't enjoyed an audience. He really got into this whole isolation, no crowd thing, and wasn't performing beforehand, but now, he's all.
We got Payne Haas as the man of the match, and he scored another one by the looks of things.
Jesus.
Yes,
Corey
Jesus
Thompson,
indeed.
Prick.
Yeah, there we go. He scored again too.
It's a good thing they kicked that goal. I'd like to know the timing of that. I think I think Aussie Tugboat might have kicked that after the siren.
Well, to be fair, they did kick it early against Cabbage, and it did come back to help them in the... Alright, well, I'm going to go Gronks versus Cabbage at Southern Cross Stadium, 12th versus 8. Do the Cabbage have the luck in this one?
What? No.
No.
Gronks get their second win.
Here we go. Cabbage won by 8 points.
Told you.
Alright, how's your lag going?
Okay, well, I've got the lag, but I haven't got the spinning circle of death anymore, so let's go. Railers to have their first defeat, and Freckled Phoenix to jump up the ladder back into third.
Alright, nice. Well, I'm just having a quick look. Jack Whiten, man of the match of the Cabbage versus Gronks game.
Good on him. Yeah, he deserves it.
He does. He's actually... I've changed my mind on him. It was I can't think of the word. I didn't like the fact that he was picked for New South Wales at first, but he's grown on me. So, very happy.
Much like gangrene.
Very much like it. Freckled Phoenix, Chester Road Railers. Here we go. What are you beating him by?
Close game. 14 points.
14. Absolutely nothing. The Chester Road Railers won by 14 points. 24-10.
This year have Freckled Phoenix conceded 24 points. Now we go to sim rounds. All of a sudden we can't defend. No,
mate,
I call horse shit on that.
I'm throwing out there. Imagine you were watching that. That would have been painful to watch.
It wouldn't have happened if we were doing this. Like Nathan Brown scored. Leeson Armour scored a try. Are you serious?
Well,
Cameron Smith kicks one goal. If Nathan Brown and Leeson Armour are scoring, they're middle players. How is Cameron Smith missing from in front?
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Because he's shit, mate. But anyway, you lost 24-10. Hope it felt good. Benji Brilliance,
no, it
Biggins.
Did not feel good at all.
Biggins, Eagles. Oh, if we win, we move our way into top. How the fuck is Lord Farquhar in at 8?
We just had that win.
Alright, well, here we go. Biggins Eagles could pick up the dickhead double with this one. I'm closing my eyes.
No, you're looking for dickhead management here. You
no.
might get the reverse dickhead
Benji
double.
Brilliance won by 4 points. And Squibby joins the short list of people who have received the dickhead double.
What a shit round for Freckled Phoenix.
I know.
We've just gone from 3rd to 5th.
Like, seriously, kick a goal, DCE. Sort yourself out. How hard is it? Once you get... Nick Kotrick probably scored in the corner. You probably converted your own try, you fucking pompous dick. Kick the goals, man. How hard is it? Fuck.
Oh, look, it's
one error.
Like, if you had have kicked those 2 goals, it would have changed the result. Oh.
Anyway, that's the end of my rant.
I reckon it was a comeback too. I reckon Biggins Eagles were up 14-0.
Oh, I hope they weren't. Anyway, we are languishing down at 10th. We'll have a look at the ladder in the next barbecue sessions. Have you got anything to say to the sports fans out there, Pauly, before we go?
Stick solid. This is bullshit. This sim round, like, honestly, I thought the sim round could just be called Squib's Last Hope. In the end, it's just called Paul's Crushing Disappointment. Fuck off that we concede 24 points for the first time all year.
Who have you got next week? Oh, we've got Cabbage. Imagine how much fun the game that's going to be. You got Lord Farquhar, mate. Go and put 24 points back on them. and stop your whinging, all right? I just lost to Benji Brilliance 18-14. He's third. Seriously, pull your head in. Anyway,
Mate.
it's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed Sim Round.
No, I did not.
And you know what? I've just realised, and he's going to hate us for it too, I've completely forgotten to call Kev. So, Kev, we're telling you, mate, because he apparently might have had Shazza sit next to him too. We've had a shocker. So, Kev,
This
Sunday.
is why you don't drink and commentate.
Mate, I know.
Rabs never has a bottle of wine next to him in the commentary box.
Well, he should. What time will you be free on Sunday?
I don't know. I might leave that one with me. I'll find out.
Alright, well, we'll bring you BBQ Sessions Round 7 on Sunday, where we will sim Round 8. If you have any issues, throw them in the banner page. Otherwise,
I'll be solving my issue in the banner page.
I hope you've enjoyed your BBQ Sessions with Pauly. It's been a pleasure bringing it.
Session ever.
It's been a pleasure bringing it for you. Take care, and Pauly, how good is Corey Thompson?
Wanker.